Hey guys, this is a series on my channel that I'm starting called reviewing older phones. So these phones will be from like 2012 maybe to around 2017, 2018. So first we have the Google Pixel 1. This device was released in 2016. This was Google's first phone that they released under their own name. Previously, they had the Nexus line before 2016, which they basically hired people like Huawei, HTC, or no, I don't think that HTC did a later Nexus, but LG, Motorola, and Huawei were the bigger names, and this was their first real in-house phone, I guess you could say. So, by that, I mean, they made this and they didn't give, they didn't, make Huawei or anything make it. Now, with that said, HTC did design this phone, and I think there's some LG components in this, but this is not just, like an LG phone renamed, like the Nexus 4, which, by the way, a great phone. So, let's go over this phone. It is one of the best phones that Google made. They really ruined the Pixel line, in my opinion, but on the front, we have some pretty big bezels for the time, even. This was released in 2016, so this was competing against the iPhone 7, and that was something that a lot of reviewers complained about. Let me just unlock it here. So, as you see, those are pretty big bezels. It doesn't really annoy me, but the keyboard is pretty small. On the back, we have the cameras, or the single camera, I should say, which it's pretty decent. I'm not going to say it's bad at all, because it's not. And, I'm just going to take this out of its case. I got this from recycling, by the way. Someone was recycling it, and I just took it. So, as you see, there's just a glass panel right there, which I think looks great. This is one of my favorite phone designs, the Pixel line. We have a fingerprint reader, which, I have to say, it is fast. Like, it's one of the faster fingerprint scanners. We see an HTC 10-like design. You can definitely see how HTC designed this. And then on the bottom, we see a USB-C port, 2 speakers, and on the top, we see a headphone jack. So it's got decent I/O for a phone. It has the headphone jack, which, yeah, people still cared about it back then. Some people still care about it now. But I'm going to put it back in the case. So this thing had pretty decent performance for the time. Yeah, I know it had like 4 GB of RAM, but using it in 2021, which is what I'm here to tell you, is fine. I don't really see that much slowdown. The battery is okay. It gets Android 10, which is literally the most supported phone in Android history, I think, since it's got 3.5 years, I think, of support. And this is on Android 10. It's kind of slow, but it's not really that bad. It has 32 gigabytes of storage on the base model, which is what I have here. That can be an issue, but Google offered you, back in, like, 2016, a cloud service where pretty much you can store unlimited Google Photos, until, like, 2021, I think, or maybe it was 2022, but, still, it's gonna expire, which is annoying, but, yeah. So, overall, this phone is pretty usable today. So, I've been using an older iPhone. I'm gonna make a video on it next. And this feels good compared to it. This feels like, it feels kind of slower, but it is, a bit older. But, with that said, this is a much cheaper device. This device, you can find these for about $70 to $100, and, for the price, this is a great Android phone. This is the normal version. There's also an XL version. This, I got this from recycling, so obviously it was free, and this one does have a bit of damage up there. Little crack in the corner. But, yeah, for the price, if you want a cheap little Android phone, I'd say, yeah, go for it. But if you're, worried about longevity, I don't think this is going to last out much longer. Maybe another good, 1, 2, maybe in 3 years. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.